Hello viewers and welcome to another episode for today. I'm Willen Abba and I'm here to give you detailed information about what is happening in the world at large. Heading to the news of today, which says suspected herdsmen in military uniform sack Edo community. Now the news in details. Suspected Fulani herdsmen armed and dressed in military uniform on Saturday reportedly invaded a farming community of Edo State. The marauders were said to have chased the villagers away, taking over their farms, homes and properties. Some of the villagers who escaped are now taking refuge in some communities around Okada. One of the victims, Matu Ali from Taraba State, narrated his ordeal. "I lack words to explain what I witnessed in our community. I have been here for over 20 years with my family and we farm. I was in my compound with my family having a good time when we started hearing gunshots and saw people running in different directions. I saw one Benin man running towards my compound. I asked him where he was running to and he said herdsmen have taken over the village, chasing people away from their houses. So I called my wife and we ran for our lives. I did not see my children. Every one of us ran in different directions. As I speak to you now, I don't know the whereabouts of my wife and children." One of the Fulani herdsmen pointed a gun at me and said they were for peace. He said they will only kill people if they refuse to allow their cows to feed on their crops. "The yams and the cassava you people have are for our cows. If you people touch our cows, we will kill everybody in this village. For us to be safe, we ran to the next community." Another victim, Sunday, said, "I have been in this village for over 20 years, farming. What we saw surprised us. We heard gunshots and people running in all directions. We later discovered that Fulani herdsmen have taken over our community with sophisticated AK-47 and threatened to kill us if we did not cooperate with them. For us to stay alive, we decided to run for our dear lives, leaving our properties and running to unknown places. We are calling on the security agencies to come to our aid as our community is under siege." Mrs. Ngozi Chimem, who was also affected, said, "The activities of these Fulani herdsmen have been going on in our community for the last 2 months. They entered into our farms, chased us away and harvest our plantain to feed their cows. You dare not look at their faces. Some of them were in army uniform. We need help. We need government assistance." We contacted the Edo State Police Command Public Relations Officer, SP Kotongs Bello, said he has not been briefed on the developments. However, he promised to get back as soon as he finished speaking with the division police officer in charge of the area, but was yet to do so as of the time of filing this report. Alright, my people, that is it for the news. Well, what did we expect? Repentant terrorists recruited into the military are doing their job pretty well. Well, the police just reported of recent that more than 180,000 light armed weapons magically disappeared in Nigerian police force. So what are we expecting? We haven't even talked of the ones that are lost at other defense departments yet. With all this happening, the government bluntly refused to see anything bad in open grazing of cattle. He dumped the anti-open grazing bill into a waste paper basket, and yet people did not even see anything wrong with it. Now see what is happening. Well, I think these herdsmen are really doing more than expected. What is all these things they are doing? It's not just proper. What did they expect the villagers to feed on? They just feel they own the country because the leader of this country is from their region. They feel they own the country somehow. I don't really know who is even giving them the guts to do what they are doing. Like seriously, from all these things we are seeing, we know this government are behind them. But one day they shall also feel the impact of what they are doing to the poor masses of this country. Well, my people, that is that for this. Heading to the other news, which says teach your children core values, Lai Mohammed advises parents. Now the news in details. Minister of Information and Culture Lai Mohammed has urged parents, schools and other stakeholders to inculcate in children societal core values which made the difference between a rude and decent man. Mohammed made the call at the cast of Death and the King's Horseman, produced by Bolanle Austin Peters on Monday in Lagos. Death and the King's Horseman, a play by Wale Soyinka, is based on the real incident that took place in Nigeria during the colonial era. In his remark, Mohammed said, "We probably cannot go back living in caves. We know what technology has done. We know the value of modern medicine, but we must take it together with our core values. It is those core values that are very important. It is those core values that will make the differences between a brute and a decent man." That explains why we find that when we talk about rape, kidnapping, and all kinds of crime, it is even more prevalent in the Western world because here there are certain values that are important to us that we must not let go of. You must bring your children every time to understand that there are values which they must keep. He urged organizations and individuals to support the creative industry through donations in order to create job opportunities. According to him, apart from the agriculture industry, the creative industry employs the largest number of people, especially the young and women. The minister continued, "You can imagine when they were introducing the cast and the crew and staff. Imagine how many people earn their livelihood from Austin Peters Productions. This is why we must continue to encourage creative industry, the arts, the film industry, music industry, fashion, whatever makes up the craziness, because after agriculture today, it employs the largest number of people and especially the young and women. So we need to support through donations, sponsorships, because this production would not have been possible without the sponsors." Alright my people, that is it for the news. Well, yes sir, you have spoken well, because we really need to teach our children never to see someone like you as a role model. Anyways, core value number 1, do not ever lie. Sir, if I may ask, if your own parent taught you core values and you learn them well, you won't come on air all the time and tell mind-blowing lies without even thinking twice. Your lies have really corrupt citizens of this country. People now lie without even thinking twice. I think a leader is supposed to show a good example. If we are to copy from our leaders, is it all this corruption that you guys are doing? Is that what we are supposed to be learning from you? Well, my people, that is that for today. We don't know your thoughts and opinion. We'd love you to share it with us at the comment section below. In case you haven't subscribed, we'd love you to do so. Please click on the subscribe button below and click on the bell by the side so that whenever we drop our content, you'll be the first person to get notified. Thanks for staying tuned to this very last moment, and God bless you.